Good morning. About a year ago this time, I met somebody, and it was the oddest conversation I've had with somebody in a while. What happened is I was talking about wealth and how the wealthy people that I know are actually really good people. I'm not talking about every single person in the world. I'm talking about the people that I've met in the circles that I've run in. And he had a really strong reaction. He said, "There are no good wealthy people." And it kind of took me back. I said, well, "What do you mean?" And I started exploring what he was talking about. He said, basically, he builds energy, cheap energy for poor people, for people in other countries that don't have access to any energy. And he said, the wealthy people, the worst people to deal with, they won't give me money for my project. And all of a sudden it started dawning on me, oh, he's angry with people because they're not giving him money for his project. So this is an important project for him. But the other people that he was explaining it to weren't feeling it was important to them. And what he took that to mean, and I'm not calling him any names or anything, this is not necessarily an evil thing with him, but what he took this to mean was that these people were stingy and not giving and awful people. They didn't care about the benefit of others. And that's not true at all of the wealthy people that I know. But here's something very important. Wealthy people have understood how difficult it is to build a business and all the blood, sweat, and energy and tears and money that they've invested in building their own wealth. And so if they've got wealth, they're careful before they throw it away. They're careful before they just give it to whoever asks for it. And I'm sure this happens with you. If you're the kind of person that gives money to every single person that comes to your door, we got to talk about boundaries in some level, because you're giving away money without doing any research, without learning whether this is good for anyone or not. And there are tons of organizations that aren't very good. And so wealthy people have learned to go, wait a second, I'm going to review this. I'm going to understand more about this. And this was this individual's difficulty, in my opinion, as I got to know his situation a little bit more. His difficulty was that he was not an influential human being. He was presenting something to somebody else because of what he wanted. And if we try to give something to, or we're telling somebody else to purchase something or give money to something or invest in themselves or whatever it is, if we're trying to change some behavior in them, to buy or to do something or to not do something, then we need to present it in a way that works for them, not for us. There's a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. If you haven't heard of it, you've got to go out and buy it. If you haven't read it, you've got to go out and buy it and read it. It's one of the more influential books I've ever read. It's a fantastic read. It's very repetitive in that it goes over the key concepts over and over and over again, but really, really well written. And what Dale Carnegie says in it, there's a chapter, and I think he starts the chapter by saying this: don't bait the hook with bait that you like. Bait the hook with what the fish likes. And he basically says, like, I like pizza, but I'm not going to put pizza on the fish hook to bait the fish, because fish don't like pizza. You got to put a worm or whatever you do. I don't fish a lot, obviously, but you got to put something on the hook that the fish finds enjoyable. And if you are excited about something, whether it's a sale, whether it's getting your kids to eat broccoli or go to bed early, whether it's connecting with somebody and wanting them to enter into a long-term relationship with you, whatever you want to influence somebody else in any area, what you need to do is understand what's good for them. And when you focus on what's good for them and you bait the hook, we're not trying to catch people, we're not trying to kill people here, okay? But it's not about manipulation. But as you influence people, as you try to influence them and you think about what's in their best interest, what will start to happen is your focus will go to them. And as you bring more value to them, they're going to now be far more drawn towards you. They are going to love your ideas if you help them understand that your idea helps satisfy something in them. If I had a charity right now and I was trying to sell energy, or a company right now and I was trying to sell energy that are going to help a bunch of poor people, what I would do is I would ask wealthy people questions about them. I would find out what's important to them. And if I go, oh, wait a second, part of my project fits that, then I would say, well, I'm excited then. Because what you just talked about, something that fulfills you or something that you get excited about, that's what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing it. And when I present things in that way, now this person is very interested in what I have to offer. And they're excited about it. And wealthy people give more money than anyone else, generally speaking. They have more of it, and that's fair. But they're willing to give part with it if they believe in it. And if a kid believes that broccoli is good for them, or going to bed early is good for them, or if your partner believes that a long-term relationship with you is good for them, or whatever you're trying to influence someone towards, if an employee believes that working harder for you is good for them, they're going to do it. But you've got to present it in a way that makes sense to them, not to ourselves. This is the number one skill. If I could give anyone one skill, I would give them the ability to influence others. Because as you influence others, it works out far better for yourself, but it works way, way, way better for your community and people around you. And that's exciting. To make a difference around you. That's fulfilling. That's the biggest reason we do it, because it gives something to us as well. But you also make more money. You'll also have far better relationships. It's going to change your perspective consistently. Here's the challenge to you today. Ask yourself, am I influential? When I say things, do people listen, or do I feel ignored? Number one. Secondly, if you're not influential, you need to grow in the skill. You can reach out to me, you can reach out to somebody else. There are many different programs out there that are trying to teach people influence, but become more influential. Learn the skill. It's not an innate ability. Learn the skill, practice the skill. As you get good at the skill, your confidence is going to go up, you're going to feel far more satisfied in life, you're going to have better relationships around you, and people are going to be drawn to you in really unique ways. That's the action step I have for you today. I want you to enjoy the day.